welcome once again to your Renewed Faith devotions as we're reflecting on the great influences of our faith. We conclude now today looking at the life and character of Job, and from chapter 42 and verse 7 I read, "So it was, after the Lord had spoken these words to Job, that the Lord said to Eliphaz the Temanite, My wrath is aroused against you and your two friends, for you have not spoken of me what is right, as my servant Job has. Now therefore take for yourselves 7 bulls and 7 rams, go to my servant Job, and offer up for yourselves a burnt offering, and my servant Job shall pray for you. For I will accept him, lest I deal with you according to your folly, because you have not spoken of me what is right, as my servant Job has." So Eliphaz the Temanite, and Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite went and did as the Lord commanded them, for the Lord had accepted Job. And the Lord restored Job's losses when he prayed for his friends. Indeed, the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. Then all his brothers, all his sisters, and all those who had been his acquaintances before came to him and ate food with him in his house, and they consoled him and comforted him for all the adversity that the Lord had brought upon him. Each one gave him a piece of silver, and each a ring of gold. Now the Lord blessed the latter days of Job more than his beginning, for he had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 female donkeys. He also had 7 sons and 3 daughters, and he called the name of the first Jemimah, the name of the second Keziah, and the name of the third Keren-Happuch. In all the land were found no women so beautiful as the daughters of Job, and their father gave them an inheritance among their brothers. After this, Job lived 140 years, and saw his children and grandchildren for 4 generations. So Job died, old and full of days. Job's trials are over, and Satan has lost the battle. And we know that later, through Jesus Christ, he was to lose the war. Job's full restoration begins the moment he turns from focusing on his own troubles and problems to intercede for his friends. His acquaintances, friends, and relatives then gather around and give him comfort and consolation, but the greatest blessings come directly from God. The Lord's blessing upon Job is even greater than he knew in the earlier part of his life, and he is blessed with 10 children, 7 sons and 3 daughters, a tremendous amount of livestock, and lives for another 140 years. Job died in a ripe old age, full of joy and honor. Now, as we think about this whole book of Job, the name of Job has been a household word in every generation since the days in which he made his first appearance. Proverb after proverb has grown out of the story in almost every language on the face of the earth. People use such phrases as the patience of Job, or the poverty of Job, or Job's comforters. The image of Job, seated amid the ashes, with a saintly halo around his head, has adorned the walls of cottages as well as cathedrals. The great characteristic of Job is not, as might first appear that of his patience, but rather his righteousness. He had lived a righteous life, and yet he is treated by God as if he were unrighteous. And as a result of that, his friends regard him as a sinner, and his wife encourages him to curse God and die. Despite at times his desolating doubts, he remains righteous in it all, and he stands for all time as evidence of the fact that no matter what happens or how many doubts may assail us and fill our hearts, it is possible to live righteously for God in the midst of a seemingly cruel world.